Have you ever just stopped and wondered who's actually in charge of things in the US? It gets confusing, right? Well, today we're going to make it super, super clear.
Okay, so who runs the schools? Who builds the roads you drive on every single day? And who actually gets to print the money in your wallet? Let's settle it right now. The answer to all of that, it comes down to just one big, powerful idea. And that idea is called federalism. So what is federalism? It's actually pretty simple. It just means that power isn't all held in one spot. Nope. It's shared. It's divided up between the big national government, the one in Washington, D.C., and all of the 50 state governments. A good way to think about it is this. The national government handles the huge countrywide stuff, while your state government handles the things that are, closer to home. So you might be wondering, how do they decide who does what? Well, it's not random. The U.S. Constitution actually lays out the whole blueprint. It assigns some jobs to the federal government and saves other jobs just for the states. Let's get into the specifics. Okay, first up, the federal government. We're talking about the really big nationwide jobs here. These are the responsibilities that affect the entire country, and they need one single unified plan to work. For instance, only the federal government can declare war. I mean, can you imagine if California was at peace, but Texas decided to, invade a neighbor? It would be chaos. Same goes for printing money. You've got to have one currency, the US dollar, not 50 different state dollars. And of course, running the entire military. That's a huge national level job. All right, now let's switch gears and look at the states. Their powers are often called reserved powers, and these are the ones that really affect your day-to-day life. This is where government gets up close and personal. So your state is the one in charge of setting up and running public schools. They're also the ones who organize all the elections, and yeah, that even includes the presidential election. And when you get your driver's license or a marriage license? Yep, that's your state government taking care of business. So here you can really see that clear divide, side by side. On one hand, the federal government tackles those big issues that need one voice for the whole country. And on the other hand, the states handle all the stuff that's way closer to our communities, our daily lives. It really allows for more local control. Okay, but I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute, some of this stuff seems to overlap. And you are absolutely right. It's not always a perfectly clean break. So what about the things they both do? These are what we call shared or concurrent powers. A great example is collecting taxes. I mean, most of us pay both federal and state income tax, right? Well, that's why. They both can do it. They also both build roads. That's how we get our mix of huge federal interstates and smaller state highways. And they both have their own court systems. They're basically working side by side on these things. And this is where things get really interesting. This division of power can create some tension in the real world. Just look at marijuana laws. Federally, it's illegal. But as you know, tons of states have gone ahead and legalized it anyway, either for medical or recreational use. That is a perfect modern-day example of federalism in action. You've got states acting like these laboratories of democracy, trying out new ideas that create this really dynamic and sometimes, contradictory situation. All right, let's get practical. If you've got a test coming up like the GED, or you just want a foolproof way to remember all this, I've got a tip for you. Okay, so a test like the GED might throw a question at you like, which of these is a state power? Here's what you do. Just remember this. States handle local daily life stuff. Think schools, licenses, and elections. If it's local, it's the state. You'll totally own that question every time. All right, so we've covered who does what, how it all works, and even where things get a little messy. Now, it's your turn. Seriously, this is one of the biggest, oldest debates in all of American history. Should the national government have more say to create one set of rules for everybody? Or should the states have more freedom to do their own thing? There is no easy answer here, so I really want to know what you think. Which level of government should have more power? Let me know down in the comments. At the end of the day, federalism is the system America uses to try and balance all this power. It's this constant push and pull, between national rules and local control.
And the whole point is to make sure no one part of the government gets too powerful. It keeps the balance. Well, most of the time. Hey, if this explainer made sense to you, do me a favor and hit that like button and be sure to subscribe for more.